for biographical details to see how his stars aligned. The horoscope's symbols and triangular compartments position the sun, moon, and planets above or below the horizon along the zodiac, the ring of constellations through which they appear to wander. The numerical notations describe more precisely where they lie at the moment with respect to the 12 signs, and also 12 so-called houses governing realms of life experience. Although the diagram invites interpretation, no accompanying conjecture has survived alongside it. One modern astrologer, invited to consider Copernicus's case, used computer software to draw a new configuration in the shape of a wheel, and added solar system bodies unknown in his time. Uranus and Neptune thus crept into the third house, beside the Moon and Jupiter, while Pluto, a dark force, manifested itself opposite the Sun at 16 degrees of Virgo in the first house. The Pluto-Sun opposition drew a gasp from the astrologer, who declared it the hallmark of a born revolutionary. The bold plan for astronomical reform that Copernicus conceived and then nurtured over decades in his spare time struck him as the blueprint for the marvelous symmetry of the universe. Even so, he proceeded cautiously, first leaking the idea to a few fellow mathematicians, never trying to proselytize. All the while, real and bloody revolutions, the Protestant Reformation, the Peasant Rebellion, warfare with the Teutonic Knights and the Ottoman Turks, churned around him. He held off publishing his theory for so long that when his great book, On the Revolutions of the Heavenly Spheres, finally appeared in print, its author breathed his last. He never heard any of the criticism or acclaim that attended On the Revolutions. Decades after his death, when the first telescopic discoveries lent credence to his intuitions, the Holy Office of the Inquisition condemned his efforts. In 1616, On the Revolutions was listed on the Index of Prohibited Books, where it remained for more than 200 years. The philosophical conflict and change in perception that his ideas engendered are sometimes referred to as the Copernican Revolution. He was christened for his father, Mikołaj in Polish, Niklas in German, his native tongue. Later, as a scholar, he Latinized his name, but he grew up Niklas Kopernik, the second son and youngest child of a merchant family from the copper-mining regions of Silesia. Their ancestral village of Koperniki could have taken its name from the Slavic word for the dill plant, koper, or from the old German term for the metal mined there, Copper. Or maybe it commemorated both those products of its hillsides. In any case, the roots of Koperniki's etymology lay long buried by the time its younger generations began leaving home to seek new fortunes in the towns and cities. An armorer named Mikołaj Kopernik appeared in the city chronicles of Krakow in 1375, followed by mention of the mason Niklos Kopernik in 1396, and the rope maker Mikołaj Kopernik in 1439, all bearing the names of their forefathers' homeland and its popular patron saint. Around the year 1456, the alderman Mikołaj Kopernik, who traded in Hungarian copper, moved north from Krakow to Toren, where he married Barbara Watzenrode. They lived on narrow St. Anne's Lane, later renamed Copernicus Street, and raised 4 children in a tall brick house that is now a museum to the memory of their famous son. From the double front doors under the house's pointed arch, their 2 boys, Andrei and Niklas, could walk to classes at the parish school of St. John's Church.